You can't trust a ladder. It will always let you down.
There we go. Okay, mic input found. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, this is not even, there's no Lady QEW here. Whoops. Let me just fix that. Okay, it's just me today. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. I am going to... we're just going to play around with some Atari 2600 games today, but not Atari-made games. We're going to go back to the Atari the Activision collection. That's the one that we're going to go to. So we're going to see how that works. First of all, I should probably just make sure that I have the controller options configured. I do. Okay, cool. It's a little bit touchy about stuff like that, so I always like to make sure before I go into it. Anyways, let's go to a scene where we can actually see a screen. This one looks good. Okay, cool. Yeah. Players, I'm not sure if that number of players is correct either. Maybe it is. Huh, okay. So anyways, we are going to... Okay, that's not going to work. That will. We're going to play some Activision games. I wonder what intro we'll get this time. Hello, Petulant Cobra. Nice to see you. There's like 5 or 6 intros for this. I think this is Pitfall? I haven't played a lot of the, what do you call it, games? The Activision games. Pretty much every collection I've had has been very Atari dominated. Yeah, so Activision Anthology. We played one game. We played boxing with Lady QEW last time. And we're going to play some... We're going to start with Bridge. Yeah, we'll load a saved game. I don't know. It's probably not visible on stream, but I actually did enable anti-aliasing in the wonderful emulator that we have going on over that way. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to load up the enthrallingness that is Bridge. I believe this is one player, but I could be wrong. And selecting a game is all keyboard controls. So, Bridge. Games 1 to 3, bid and play. Games 4 to 7. Okay, so this is single player Bridge. I really should be like playing this with Lady QEW's guidance. I'm terrible at card games. Hopefully she watches this VOD later and criticizes me. Enter. All right, so already what I'm seeing from this is that there is better visuals from this than there are otherwise. Now I forget the controls for changing game. No, I don't, not sure. F2 is start. Okay, so we have game control mode. I'm gonna start with game 1 and we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. I don't even know the controls for this. We're gonna flip games just so that I have a chance and heck of knowing what's going on when we do Bridge. Let's go to something that I can actually like understand instead. And we're gonna do checkers instead, because that seems... I understand checkers, so we're gonna try checkers. And we're gonna see if I do actually understand checkers. Came out on the same year, so Who knows what the chronology is? Use with joystick controllers. Game 1, novice computer. Game 2, intermediate computer. Game 3, expert computer. Game 4, 2 players. Let's try the novice computer? Okay. We are starting this game of checkers. The computer is white, I guess. And I think we have suitable stuff going on here. I like how the computer can't display and think at the same time. Ooh, it has decided to go there. Do I make the first capture? Or do I back myself up and see if it does something worse? Oh my gosh, the controls of this are so laggy. Come on. Oh, do I have to capture? This is one of those things where you have to capture, isn't it? Okay, fair enough. I forgot about the whole force capturing thing. How can I take that to my advantage right now? Maybe that there? Huh, what do I want to do now? Maybe something like this? I've got to think that with all of this screen blanking going on, there were serious problems involved for anyone doing... Oh, that was a bad idea. Like televisions must have struggled to sync. Maybe there's like some sort of like H-sync or V-sync that I'm not seeing. I don't know. What if I move this here? Novice computer versus novice streamer? Okay. That should be enough RAM to hold, yeah, it probably did need that for math. You're right. You are right. Especially as this is an early Activision title from 1980, so it's not like they were going to be bumping up the specs in the cartridge or anything like that yet. What do I want to do? That would be bad. I think I want to do this. Okay, so I do have to capture this, and then that's a trade. But if I go there, I am on the attack. Ooh, I like that better for now. And I think I like this better here. I know I'm not doing any of those like double jumps. That would be fun, but let's see. I can go there? It's amazing how like, I mean, again, like this is also single threaded. So like even the ability to, shoot. I see what has happened here. Well, Yeah, I figured you were going to do that. Okay, so that's there. So you can only move on diagonals in this particular outing of checkers.
A book just fell on my head. I only have my shelf to blame.
Thank you, Plumberry, for redeeming that. Delightful joke. I hope you're doing well, Plumberry. Here? Yeah, that's right. Runaway. I am doing okay today. Today was Prime Day delivery day for the most part. So I have been doing things like setting up TVs and microphones and stuff. We didn't get anything too extravagant. Mostly just, let's see, what did we get? We got a new TV, which is good because, so the TV that we had, I got for free with my cell phone because there was a time when LG was giving away televisions with cell phones, which might be why their mobile business didn't do so well and ultimately failed. You know, you gotta think something like that. I don't like that idea. Let's move this one. Yeah, no 100-inch Sony Bravia, just a 55-inch TCL or something like that. Anyways, it's nice. So the problem that I had with the LG is this: when you turned up the brightness past half, the colors got weird. And by weird, I mean specifically yellow, like the nice warm yellow of, say, The Simpsons, turned into a really ugly, dark puke green. And that made watching certain content unbelievably ugly. So we've had our television at like 50% brightness for the last long time, basically. Oh, I'm running out of spaces where I'm not going to get captured. Ooh, okay, fine. I will capture you here. And then you will capture me there. I did, in fact, see that coming. What am I going to do? Let me move myself backwards. So we got a television that doesn't do that to yellows, which is great. Huge fan of that as a concept. Semi-accurate. Ooh. Shoot, that was a terrible idea. Yep, I saw that coming. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, I saw that coming too. Let's move this way. Anyways, we got a new microphone for Lady QEW, which is fun. Oh yeah, we didn't even get it wasn't even an OLED. It was a LG, I think it was an IPS panel or something like that. An OLED would have been nice. We got the one that we have now is like a micro LED. So, very, for the most part, pretty decent, it seems. And thankfully, capable of playing 50, like 1080p, or sorry, 1080 I50 content, which is important. So the main thing with micro LED is viewing angle. So on axis is pretty good. Off axis is a struggle. But that's fine. As long as you're mostly on axis in terms of your viewing, not a problem. I'm gonna go here. So yeah, okay. I might lose this game. The computer is playing checkers much more strategically than I am. Even on basic. So yeah, pretty good, like better quality. So viewing angles, honestly, not as bad as I thought they would be. On this particular one anyways. A lot of people have been like, oh, viewing angles bad, viewing angles bad. It's nowhere near as bad as viewing angles on like old LCDs. So, genuinely not a bad TV. And then we got a bunch of like DVDs and stuff like that for fun. And we got a cool mist humidifier because those were on 30% off. So, you know. Now, instead of our warm humidifier, it will be cold. And that's nice because it gets really dry in the fall and winter here. So I'm just gonna go here. You would go there, but I can go here. Okay. Now what do I do? I'll go here. I don't know. But yeah, no, fun times today. And I got new shoes, which is fun. I'd show you the new shoes, except they're literally on my feet, and I don't know how I can accomplish that. Can you stalemate in checkers? Does anyone know? Because, like, I'm kind of thinking at this point, I want to just stay in the back line until something gets closer to me. Or until the computer makes a mistake. But I feel like, as with tic-tac-toe, the computer is not going to make a mistake. Oh, wow. I totally read that as the computer going backwards with a single checker thing, and it was going forwards. Ah, so now I can... No, I do not want to do that. I know that I am in a dangerous place right now. I don't know if I can set anything up where, like, I'd be able to double capture if they, like, if I put this here? I'm trying to see if I can set anything up where I can, like, capture a bunch of these all at once. So far, the answer to that is no. Ooh, but I could go here. And then I could protect them? I'm not good at checkers. Okay. Is there like a losing condition where all of their checkers are... Is that called... It's not called kinged, right? That's not a thing in checkers? Okay, cool. Good to know. Thanks, Plumberry. Yeah, so kings. I didn't read the manual. I don't know if there's plot or anything. Come on, do something stupid and let me win. I don't know. If I move that there, I can almost lose. If I moved that there, I will almost lose. So I'll move that there. Ooh. Interesting. Yeah, I figured you'd want to do that. And now it's going to do a thing. Oh, it didn't do the thing I thought it was going to do. Fascinating. Okay, so I am going to do this thing. And what is it going to do in response? Move back to defend itself. Okay. And then I'll do this thing. And then it's going to move back. Yeah, the kings can go in any direction. Well, any diagonal direction. I'll throw that there. I don't know what that's going to do to the algorithm, but, you know. It's going to make it run away? Okay, cool. I like that. I'm going to advance my diagonal line and see what happens. Ooh. Tempting. If I go here. What does that do? Okay. Because then I can go like here. Pretty safely, I think. I forget which Sierra game has checkers, but there's gotta be one that has checkers. Ah, that's mean. Forced trade. Okay. No, I want to do this. And here? I am getting cornered. I just want the algorithm to do something that will let me win. But I do not see that happening anytime soon. I wonder what it is about my position that makes it like advance a king or advance towards getting a king. Like I'm just stuck here. I can't really do anything. Maybe I could do something. What could I do? So if I move this here, oh, that's pretty well protected. Because if I moved this here, it would have to capture. And then I would have to capture. And then it would be able to capture. And then I would have one left. That would be pretty bad. And if I put it here, then no one could capture. Okay. I feel like I'm playing very defensively right now. Because I think that 3 against 5 is hard to win. But this is a very pretty Atari 2600 game for 1980. Activision did a good job with the graphics. What if I move everything slowly from one side of the board to the other? Do a little jig. Because I can move this here. And is that going to force me to do a thing? Maybe. I don't know. No. What if I moved this? Oh, no, that would take me. And then I would go here. Yeah, no, okay. Every time I think I'm like maybe doing okay, I realize that things are pretty sketchy. Also, very interesting to note, the checkerboard pattern is off by 1 pixel halfway across the board. I don't know if you can see that on stream, but it is very interesting. I don't know what this is gonna do. Ooh, okay, but what if I move here? Then what? Huh? Okay, fine, I'll move here. Okay, fine, you can move there. This feels like, oh shoot, what is it? Star Trek The Next Generation, there was an episode with a strategy game that Data played? Ooh, Trixie. And in my recollection, Data played, like the other guy was trying to win and Data was just trying not to lose? Or something like that? Ooh, I'm getting like dangerous out here. I wish you got some other power up if you like, I don't know, like brought your pieces back to your side. That'd be fun. Yes. Yeah, exactly, Plumberry. That is what I am membering. Thank you. I feel like I am Data in this, against this Atari 2600. But unfortunately, I think the 2600 is doing a pretty darn good job of like just being fine. Yeah, you would move away. Oh, what if I did this? Okay, I know that it's gonna move it's gonna move the smart one away. Yeah. Well, I thought it was worth the fun. All right, I have but 2 left. 2 kings. It's a very pretty checkers, I will say that. What if I do that? And then that. Okay, so this is a very pretty checkers, but I will acknowledge that it's not smart enough checkers to understand that I've lost. So let's try a game on its hardest. I'm not sure if hard, so sometimes the AI being hard means it just thinks longer. So this might be visually fun like this. Because it's really thinking about this first move. Anybody have any fun plans for the weekend as we wait for this Atari to think? A reminder for those who enjoy Lady QEW's stream that she has her Streamiversary stream tomorrow. So that's going to be fun. I like how I can't tell if I've frozen anything or if, like, this is intentional. You would think a starting move in checkers would take less time. You would think. I would think. What's the next game on the Atari Activision list? Oh, that's fun. Let's try that. We're gonna try to quit from this game since it's a mess. And is the keyboard gonna let us do anything? Yes, it will. Okay, cool. So we're gonna flip over to Dragster, a very famous, oops, I need to press that on the correct keyboard. There we go. Dragster by Activision. Also a 1980 game, also kind of a launch quote unquote title for Activision as a company. This game is famous for, you know, people who cheat at speedruns. Are there manuals in any of this? Nope. Okay, so well, let's try this out. Oh, there's not. Oops. I blew the engine? I'm trying to figure out 1 or 2. Game mode 1 or 2. Let's try game mode 1. Oops. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Ah. Oh, do I have to walk my way through a something? I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I'm just blowing something. Ah, I got it to first. I got into second. I got into third. And I blew my engine. I think I'm in 2-player mode. I am in 2-player mode. How do I select 1-player mode? Let's look back at this game cartridge. Game 1, straight Dragster, 1 or 2 players. Game 2, share, yeah. Steering Dragster, 1 or 2 players. Oh my gosh. Oops. Okay, start the game. I only want 1 player. How do I do that? Oops. I'm playing as player 2 now. Cool. Oh my gosh. This game is hard. But I like the fast reset. So like, to reset, you just have to like set yourself. Like you just have to tap right on the stick to reset. $7-11. Nice. What is the like Dragster like quote unquote world record? Let's see where I can find my options. No, I want help. Game select, left difficulty, right difficulty. I'm gonna look up a Dragster manual. Cause that's what I do. Dragster. 2600. Manual? Manual? Anyone? Manual. Okay, Dragster. Hook up your video game system. With power on, blah, 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 blah. 1 or 2 players. Your joystick is both the blah, 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 blah. In a one-on-one game, you win if you beat the other player. If you want to become, you need to be under 6.5 seconds. Okay. Okay, under 6.5 seconds is kind of what I'm looking for. And we can just ignore the oops. Blown. Blown again. I can get up to 2. I did not get under. Oops. Under 6.5. So I'm getting better. Still under 6.5. Ooh, over 6.5. Oh, that was close. This is a tough game. $6.64 again. Is that better or worse? 6.51. Okay. Four gear positions. You can't downshift. Oops. I'm trying to like... Oh. Oh. You have to not be pressing the button when you shift, basically. That's basically how this works. Because otherwise you blow your engine. And I keep blowing my engine. That was not perfect. So it says in the manual, and I don't think I'm going to get any badges out of this, so let's see. But is it tracking my high score? That I want to know. No, okay, because I don't have a high score. Anyways, you could get like badges for this. So I'm not sure I'm going to consider that done yet. But what we do have next... Oops. Slide over here and do that. Is Fishing Derby. So let's see what that is all about. And then that's probably going to be the last game for stream. So many different things going on here. Fishing Derby. Game 1. One player against the Activision fishing computer. Let's try it. All right. Hello, Activision fishing computer. Ooh. How do I roll that in? Ah, like that. I see. Aha. Reel it in? That fishing computer is way better than me. Oh, come on. There we go. Getting my fishing on. How does one win or lose at this? Come on, fishing computer. Yeah. Take that. No shark in my way. Did that get chomped? That got chomped. Ooh, got that one past that fishy fish. Got that one. Oh, come on. I can so do this. 32. 34. It's like hard to get these fish. Come on, fishy fish. Fishy fish? Fishy fish. There we go. Aw, darn it. Fishy fish got sharked. Okay, come on. There we go. 38. Come on, fishy fish. Fishy fish. Aw. The fish is... That shark's like... Shouldn't count. That's all I'm saying. There we go. It's gonna get to 100 before me. I bet that's an important milestone. The fish are all on its side. This is so unfair. Okay. I have lost at Fishing Derby. Oh boy. Okay, so I think in terms of 2,600 games, we're gonna call that for today. Just gonna say bye to everyone, yeah, I think just looking forward to Lady QEW's stream tomorrow. Hope people drop by for that, and I hope that I will see people with more 2,600 fun later. Bye.